Now, in this talk, you will discover how a power purchase agreement, short PPA, can efficiently handle your energy expenses while simultaneously reducing carbon emissions. This session delves into the mechanics of PPAs and their pivotal role in attaining your Scope 2 emission reduction targets, paving the way for a sustainable future. Here to give the talk, please welcome with a big round of applause of our two audience members, Nihat Hunali.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, welcome, the loyal audience here. So, today I'll be talking about the renewable energy power purchase agreements. These agreements, contracts are long-term contracts, and mostly we see like corporates getting into power purchase agreements with renewable resources from time periods from 3 years to 20 years. The average is around 10 years. It's about renewable energy. Mostly used technologies are wind, onshore and offshore, as well as solar PV power plants. And it's always about the EACs, Energy Attribute Certificates, because these are the certificates proving the green attribute of the electricity. And these are in Europe known as guarantees of origin, in US RECs, IRECs in some other regions. So generally the power purchase agreements cover these main topics. So why do we have this session at Schneider booth this year? Sustainability is and will remain as one of the core points for Schneider. And corporate power purchase agreements with renewable energy sources also play an important role in this. Schneider aims to be the digital partner for sustainability and efficiency solutions. And as I've said, corporate PPAs are one important part of this, this strategy. So what do we do as Schneider with renewable energy power purchase agreements? We are buy-side advisor. So we work with corporates who have sustainability targets and walk them through this sustainability journey to green up their electricity consumption. So what we have done until now, like if I focus to Europe, we have covered around 20 countries in Europe and signed more than 70 PPAs. Currently we are negotiating 60 PPAs, and just to give some like idea about like last year, we have been able to sign around 30 PPAs only in 2023. One important aspect that I would like to highlight here is the average deal size. As you will see, the average deal size for such corporate power purchase agreements were around 170,000 megawatt hours a year. So that you can understand the volume of such transaction between corporates and energy generators. So, what's the market status on this? I mean, as hot as you might be seeing in the news, there are a lot of companies, corporates who are setting sustainability targets and who are working on corporate power purchase agreements. It shouldn't be unfamiliar for you to see Amazons or any other like industrial companies, Deutsche Bahns, and so having renewable energy power purchase agreements. And this trend is currently quite on demand. So there's a huge demand in the market. And as it states here, visibility on sustainability actions have never been higher than this period as we are experiencing that. So one aspect that I would like to also mention is like we had some fallback through COVID years, we had some fallback last year through what's happening in Europe, but still the corporate demand is in place. Another point, the other perspective of this is off-takers are there, demand is high. What about the supply? Supply of renewable energy projects, solar or wind or any other technology. This is currently like almost below the demand. So we have more demand than supply, and finding the right quality projects for corporate PPAs is a challenge. And that's where also we are working on. I'll just come back here. We are working with a huge network of developers, suppliers of renewable energy, electricity, so to say, and this part is a very important aspect in successful transaction of the corporate power purchase agreements. So the question is, why organizations source renewable energy? There might be several reasons. There might be a combination of reasons for doing that. One aspect is economics. Corporates can save or make money based on executing corporate power purchase agreements. At the beginning of the industry, this wasn't the case because renewable energy technologies weren't economically mature enough. But meanwhile, they have reached the break-even to be competitive with conventional power prices. So you can make or save money like by contracting renewable energy sources nowadays. Public commitments are important. You should be familiar with like reporting schemes or public commitments such as SBTi, Net Zero, RE100 or CDP. These are quite important aspects for corporates in terms of their public commitments. Managing power price linked with the economics. Renewable energy sourcing might be seen as a hedging instrument. Another point is also EACs, prices. What are guarantees of origins? Herkunftsnachweise in Germany. These are the certificates for the proof of renewable usage. And these prices might be also volatile. In 2023, we have seen a big spike in guarantees of origin prices, which was indeed quite much hitting the budgets of corporates. And in that respect, such power purchase agreements help also to hedge your EAC or in Europe guarantees of origin prices. And environmental reputation, of course. I mean, there's a very increasing stakeholder pressure coming from me, from all people around, so this is clear. But in the bigger level, like corporates, industrial companies are forced to like do something in sustainability front, have power purchase agreements in order to stay in the value chain of their partners. We have some clients who are coming to us not due to many of these other reasons, but simply saying in order for them to stay in the value chain of their partners, they need to get green. So in this decarbonization strategy, there are several actions to take. I'm not going into too much details into this, but electrification is important. Reducing energy usage through digitization, efficiency, optimization. As you will find several solutions that Schneider is providing in this respect. Replacing energy sources, as we have spoken, renewable energy or carbon offsets help to green up your consumptions and engage value chain, supply chain decarbonization, and circularity is playing an important role. Just to make it clear, in terms of sustainability targets, scope 1, 2, 3, renewable power purchase agreements provide you solutions for scope 3. For example, carbon offsets provide solutions for scope 2. Renewable provides for scope 2, and carbon offsets provides for scope 3. So, what I would like to say, renewable energy power purchase agreements are playing an important role in companies' sustainability targets. Is power purchase agreement the only solution? Not necessarily. Like there should be a strategy towards reaching sustainable goals. Power purchase agreements, off-site power purchase agreements are sizable. They have volume that helps companies to solve problems in a more efficient and quick way. But of course, like companies need to look at looking at potential on-site generation like solar PV panels next to like factory locations, and so there might be unbundled EACs that might be bought from the market in consideration with the volatility that I have mentioned, and as well as locally, like companies are also looking at green tariffs where like green attributes are already included in the tariff in the supply contracts. Finally, I would like to say, important thing is to define the strategy. So, to know how to reach your targets. But as well as this, another important aspect is also like measuring and tracing the performance or the solutions so that this can be reported, A, in terms of sustainability, B, in company reporting schemes regularly. So this is my short summary about power purchase agreements. I don't know if there are any questions that audience will have. Otherwise, you can catch me. I'm in the booth, and we'll be happy to talk about this in more details.